So let's talk about our first one here, site speed and performance. This is a big one, right? Let's get into what we can do here. So let's face it, speed matters, right? How fast your site loads up and how quickly it responds to the users is a major influencer on your user experience. Slower loading web pages are associated with higher bounce rates and user frustration. Bounce rates meaning they come in and they leave without ever navigating to a second page. Sometimes they don't even wait for the page to load because it's just taking too long. But here's an interesting fact. 1 second delay in page response can result in a 7% reduction in conversions. Now, if you're Walmart, that means millions of dollars, okay? If you're a big ticket guy. Amazon, same thing. If it's slow to pop up, it's going to cost them money. So speed means money. Search engines like Google prioritize fast loading websites in their results because they're committed to providing the best user experience. Google's all about a user experience. If you got a slow site, you're not providing a good user experience, I'm not going to show you. If you're fast and responsive and light on your feet, Google's going to show you. A slow website can lead to those higher bounce rates we talked about, where users leave the site before it fully loads. And it not only frustrates users, but it's also a signal to the engines that the site's not providing a good experience, thereby reducing your ranking. So speed's a major influencer. And additionally, those slow load times reduce what we call dwell time, right? Which is the amount of time a user spends on a site after finding it through a search. Look, let's face it. We've all had those days on our computer where our computer is just acting slow, right? Where it's just slowed down. Something it's just not acting normal. Doesn't it frustrate the hell out of you when your computer's not doing what you want it to do, right? You get frustrated with it. And guess what? The same is true with websites. If you hit a website that is just not responding or it's taking too long or it's not doing things, it frustrates you and you don't stick around. You move on to the next one that won't. But longer dwell times, those idea of sticking around, stickiness, you might call it as well, makes the engines realize that the site's valuable, it's relevant, and thereby it helps improve its ranking. Google wants to provide sites that have where people like to be on the site. They like interacting with it. And of course, the other side of the coin is shorter dwell times result in lower rankings and reduced visibility. All about the speed.